Okay, welcome back, everybody. We got another video today on the death of former NHL goaltender Greg Millen. Millen is a part of the 67 club. That's what I call a lot of hockey players. They're in the 67 club because 67 is a fateful number with so many hockey players all across the globe, not just NHL players. It is a fateful number. You can search my channel. You'll find so many videos showing the deaths of hockey players in connection to the number 67. And today we have the death of former NHL goaltender and broadcaster Greg Millen, who has died at age 67. He's remembered for his time on Hockey Night in Canada and the NHL on Sportsnet. He's also remembered as being a goaltender in the NHL for many years during the 1980s. So Greg Millen drops dead at age 67. Now, again, if you're new here, we talk about the language of gematria here, which is what you have to know the language of gematria to see through the rituals here. So the difference between the green and the blue ciphers is one is the alphabetic order, A through Z is 1 through 26. The blue is the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology where you break every letter down to a single digit. So notice the word hockey sums to 67. That should remind you of the NHL expansion happening in 67. It should remind you of Frederick Stanley, who the Stanley Cup is named after, dying at age 67. Words like human sacrifice, blood sacrifice sum to 67. And of course, Gary Bruce Bettman, the first and current commissioner of the NHL, his name also sums to 67. And keep in mind that Gary Bettman is Jewish, and it's mostly Jewish people that are into the language of gematria and into this because this comes from Kabbalah. So again, he's a former goaltender. Goaltender sums to 47. In North America, we write April 7th, 4/7. He's known for playing with the St. Louis Blues. And notice he died 79 days before his upcoming June 25th birthday. And the word murder sums to 79. This season of the NHL is the 108th season, which is the 79th composite number. So he's known for playing for the St. Louis Blues. He was drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins. He played for a few other teams, but he's predominantly remembered as a member of the St. Louis Blues. The same day he died, April 7th, the St. Louis Blues had their 12-game winning streak snapped by the Winnipeg Jets. And of course, the Winnipeg Jets, they have the same birthday as Greg Millen, which is June 25th. And Greg Millen, when he played for the St. Louis Blues, wore the number 29, and go figure, they picked up their 29th loss in this game. And of course, the Jets had 25 shots against St. Louis. Of course, we know St. Louis is 25. We'll be talking about that number with the college hockey championship that'll be decided in the coming weeks. We got the Frozen Four coming up tomorrow, Thursday night. And of course, notice the St. Louis Blues, they had 15 shots against Connor Hellebuck where he made 14 saves. And of course, Blues sums to 14. But this is the kind of stuff you have to ask. What are the odds former St. Louis Blues goaltender drops dead who wore the number 29 the same day the Blues pick up their 29th loss of the season when the team who beat them has the same birthday as the former goaltender who dropped dead? I mean, what are the odds of that kind of stuff? That's how you can see it's more than just schizophrenia and conspiracy theories if you have good reading, comprehension skills, and intelligence. So anyway, guys, remember, Stanley Cup playoffs live stream is going to be on my Patreon page. We're going to live stream it. We're going to go through all 8 first-round series, and we're going to also preview what we talked about with our Stanley Cup Finals pick, which we made back in November. So that's going to be on April 18th. It's going to be 7 p.m. on Patreon. Okay, so that's when we're going to get that. We're going to get that rolling. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Till next time.